has overachieved their authority and to break the laws and to make laws into their own laws. And you also mentioned, we got Sharia law too as well. You got people coming in who are getting loans and who do not fly the do
what
not.
They're going to do, Mark, and what they're doing is they intend to use our tax dollars to migrate all these foreigners into our country,
right,
and bring in all these illegals and whatever their purpose is. But they do have a purpose and a reason. And then whether it's for organs or whatever they're going to do, because we don't even know what these people are at or what they did with them. But they are experiments. Who knows?
right,
And they're going to be the doctors and the lawyers, and they're going to be going to our universities, and they're going to be the professors, and they're going to be the politicians until you no longer recognize this country.
right,
And overpopulate. And so people don't see this coming, but it's here, and it is coming, and it is happening. And it was Eric Holder who stated that Americans will be polarized within 10 to 15 years. The face of, or at least to the effect of this, the face of America will be changed. That means it'll be a foreign nation, not an American nation.
right,
And,
freedom nation.
And so these words, people need to listen to their words.
Right.
They have meaning. Their words have meaning. And so when he says, what is it? ISIS
is not a threat. ISIS is not a threat, is what he said. ISIS is not a threat.
ISIS is not Islamic.
Right, threat.
It's not an Islamic threat.
Right.
Well, it's ISIS is running around, overrunning countries and confiscating planes and jets and weapons, and all paid by U.S. taxpayers and millions of U.S. tax dollars. And now they're overrunning the oil fields and selling it on the black market.
And what about
born in?
Wait, what about those two reports? What about the three
countries? What is he talking about?
What about the three reporters that got beheaded too as well? What about that? There's not. I don't see the outcry from CBS, ABC, CNN, or from PMSNBC, or from or the Bowen regime news networks, like I said before, CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it at all. I'm not seeing where the outcry is of the national news networks or the
Huffington. Outcry until it's too late.
I don't see the outcry from the Huffington.
It affects them and it affects their families.
Right. Well, it should, because
it affects their friends and their country, and then they see the ugly results.
I'm not seeing the outcry from the Huffington Post, the New Yorker, the New York Times, the Los Angeles Times, the Chicago Tribune, WGN News, New York One. I'm not seeing it from any of these people. KTLA 5. I'm not seeing it from there. I'm not seeing it from talk radio either. Even Ted Cruz said talk radio is they are now have and rate on Freedom Iser Radio, iHeart Radio, where you got rhinos running the airwaves now on talk radio stations. Now, that's what he said. The rhinos, the Republican progressives are running the airwaves now. So you're getting it
from my show,
right? And you're getting it from us. You're getting it from us.
Justice Club, the Justice Club, and Women Fight Back is on Freedom Iser Radio, and we don't have a problem telling the truth.
No, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem rebroadcasting either. I have no problem with it. So that's what we're doing here too as well. And so this is what we're doing. We're actually sharing it, telling our story, letting people hear us, and I don't have a problem broadcasting it either. If they don't like it, tough. Go to Russia if you don't like. If you don't like if you don't like this country, you don't like what we're saying, move to Russia. Take your sponsors, Get them. Have them go with you. Seriously.
This is the bottom line. The bottom line is that we are the greatest country in the world, despite of all of our flaws, as the president says, and in being spoiled, as the president said, and being oppressors at times over history, the president said. But why do they all want to come here? Why do they all want to steal our land? Why do they all want to go to our universities? Why do they all want to be living on our soil?
Right.
Why?
Right.
Their countries are so fantastic.
Right.
And so great. Why don't all of these people who hate America and hate the U.S. Constitution and have total disrespect for the voices of the American people and the voices of the Constitution and the voices of the will of the majority of Americans, why don't they all just pack up? And that's the beauty of America. They can go live in any other country they want. Now, that depends. It's unlike America if they will accept them.
Right.
Have compliance to all of their ideologies, rules, and laws, so that they cannot speak out there.
Yeah, guess what? They're not going to tolerate it very much. You know what? And here's the safest country to live in right now? The safest country to live in. You know what it is, Rose? Sweden.
Oh, yeah.
Sweden. You know why? The governor of Sweden, even the mayor of Sweden, said when you become a citizen here, it's your duty and obligation to actually become a registered gun owner. It's your duty and your obligation to actually have a gun in your home. That's what they're telling. That's what they're telling the people. And guess what? Is there any crime? No. Do they have drugs? No. Why? If they do, you get shot.
Well, we can laugh about absurdities and political satires and all of that, but there's some truth in a lot of it. And the bottom line here is that Americans need to vote in 2014, and they need to vote Republican, whether they're like the person or don't like the person, because it's only when the Republicans take back the Senate that the 400 bills sitting on Reed's desk will be reviewed for approval or disapproval by the Senate.
Right. Here's the thing, too.